Good morning. Welcome to the special service of Buddha's birthday in the Buddhist year of 2566. We will be led by Maum.
I invite you to stand and join me in chanting of the three refuges. So we will chant the three refuges in Sino-Korean, followed by an English version that will be sung to us. So please throw your voice in to this Sino-Korean as best you can. Chi, Teaching with
And one English translation. I put my trust in the Buddha, and I resolve that with all beings I will realize the great way, and I will cultivate a garden where the Buddha seed may forever thrive, and I will grow a heart of enlightenment. I put my trust in the Dharma, and I resolve that with all beings I will penetrate sutra treasures, and I will pass through Dharma gates beyond all measure, uncovering wisdom as vast as the ocean. I put my trust in the Sangha, my brothers and sisters in times of need, and I resolve that nothing will impede our gentle walk to a world that's free, liberated society. I put my trust in these jewels three, perfect and complete right now inside of me, each moment. And I resolve that with all beings I will dedicate each moment to their their realization in this lifetime. Buddha, Dharma, Sangha in this lifetime.
Please be seated. I could ask our leaders to assist in passing out copies of the Great Compassion Doan here and here. So in celebration of Buddha's birthday, we offer the Great Compassion Dharni. It is a chant that is written in a very ancient Indian language called Tsunam. And so there are very few English translations of this. So think of this as a sound practice. And as you engage in it, you'll just be following along. Those of us who know will begin, and you can then join us. Feel the sound resonate throughout your body, offering it up to the whole universe, just sort of embracing the whole universe in the spirit of loving kindness and compassion. So we will chant this through 3 times, slow, medium, and fast. And I hope that you enjoy this experience and feel a sense of interconnection as we do it. Okay, so here we go. The great compassion, Dharani, Shinyo Jambu Te Dharani, Namo Radhaya Dharaya, Namadaya Parokite Sevaraya Bodhisadavaya Mahasadavaya Mahakaruninaya Om Samavaya Sudhavana Gavaya Dasamyam Namakarinama Imamaya Parodite Sevara Tavaniradanta Namakarinaya Mabala Isami
Kuro, Kuro, Kalma Sadaya, Sadaya, Toro, Toro, Mionche, Mionche, Tara, Tara, Tarinare, Sevara, Jara, Jara, Mara, Mara, Amara, Moche, Ye, Roge, Sevara, Rahami, Sami, Nasaya, Nave, Sami, Sami, Nasaya, Mohajara, Misami, Nasaya, Horo, Horo, Mara, Horo, Hare, Manava, Nava, Sara, Sara, Siri, Siri, Zoro, Zoro, Mocha, Mocha, Modaya, Modaya, Vedariya, Nirakanta, Kamasa, Nasanam, Para, Paranaya, Manaksavaha, Sitaya, Savaha, Mahasitaya, Savaha, Sitayuye, Sevaraya, Savaha, Nirakantaya, Savaha, Parasamoka, Singhamokaya, Savaha, Panamahataya, Savaha, Chakara, Yotaya, Savaha, Sankasomnane, Modanaya, Savaha, Maharakutaraya, Savaha, Hamasaganta, Isasicheda, Karina, Inaya, Savaha, Nyakarajama, Ilasanaya, Savaha, Namoratanara, Yaya Namakaya, Parotije, Sevaraya, Savaha, Shinyam Jankute Dharani, Namo Radha Namagaya, Varokije, Sevaraya, Mochi Sadavaya, Mahasadavaya, Mahakaroni, sami nasaya mohajarami sami nasaya horo horo mara horo hare kanava nava sara sara siri siri soro soro mocha mocha modaya modaya vedariya niraganja kamasa nasanam para paranaya manasavaha sitaya savaha mahasitaya savaha sitayule sevaraya savaha niragantaya savaha arahamukha singhamukaya savaha panamahataya savaha chakara yogaya savaha Sangasomnane Bodhanaya Savaha Maharakutadaraya Savaha Hamasaganta Isasicheya Karina Inaya Savaha Yadarachava Vipasanaya Savaha Namoratanadara Yaya Namadaya Parokije Sevaraya Savaha Shrinyodam Bhute Dharani Namo Radhanadaraya Namagaya Parokije Sevaraya Bodhisadavaya Mahasadavaya Mahagaronigaya Om Sabamaye Sudarana Karaya Tasamya Navakaridava Imamaya Parokite Sevaratava Niraganta Namakaridaya Mavada Isa Isa Bhakta Sadana Suvanayeyam Salvabodana Havamara Nitsudagam Tanyata Omaroga Roga Majiroga Chidaranje Hare Hare Mahamoji Sarava Samara Samara Harinaya Puro Puro Kavasadaya Sadaya Toro Toro Miyanje Mahamiyanje Tara Tara Tarinare Sevara Chara Chara Mara Mimara Amara Moje Ye 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 Roge Sevara Rahami Sami Nasaya Nave Sami Sami Nasaya Mohajarami Sami Nasaya Horo Horo Mara Horo Hare Kanava Nava Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Mocha Mocha Modaya Modaya Vedariya Niraganta Kamasa Nasanam Para Paranaya Manasavaha Sitaya Savaha Mahasitaya Savaha Yagarachana Vivasanaya Savama Navoratana Yaya Namadaya Parudije Sevaraya
So just breathe, allowing the chant to continue to resonate. Place your hands in Hapchon, making a bow. And now I ask that our readers collect the Great Compassion Dharani chanting sheets. So now we're going to share just a few of the key teachings of the Buddha Shakyamuni. The first is the Kalama Sutra, reminding us of how we should engage with the scriptures. And this will be read to us by Leon.
Do not believe anything on mere hearsay. Do not believe in traditions merely because they are old and have been handed down for many generations and in many places. Do not believe anything on account of rumors or because people talk a great deal about it. Do not believe because the written testimony of some ancient sage is shown to thee. Do not believe in what you have fancied, thinking that because it is extraordinary, it must have been inspired by a god or other wonderful being. Do not believe anything merely because presumption is in its favor, or because the custom of many years inclines you to take it as true. Do not believe anything merely on the authority of your teachers and priests. But whatsoever, after thorough investigation and reflection, is found to agree with reason and experience, as conductive to the good and benefit of one and all, and of the world at large, that only accept as true, and shape your life in accordance therewith. The same text, said the Buddha, must be applied to his own teachings. Do not accept any doctrine from reverence, but first try it as gold is tried by fire.
And now Sogan will share with us the Metta Sutta.
Metta Sutta. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. Wishing, in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short, or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born. May all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another, or despise any being in any state. Let none, through anger or ill will, wish harm upon another. Even as the mother protects with her life her child, her only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the skies and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding.
Now I invite Leanna and Sogan to stand up and we'll make a bow and invite our next reader, Pashu.
Good morning. Good morning. The Birth of the Buddha by Rafe Martin. I'll be loud. How about if I'm loud?
Yeah.
Is that better or is this better? This is better. All right. The Birth of the Buddha. It was long ago in India that Queen Maya, wife of King Suddhodana, dreamed of a six-tusked white elephant that entered her room and touched her right side with a lotus flower. The king called for his wise men to interpret the dream. They all predicted that a child destined for greatness would soon be born. If he follows a worldly path, they announced, he will be a great ruler, even emperor of the world. If he recognizes the truth of impermanence, he will seek a higher life. He will leave the palace in quest of enlightenment. Undergoing much hardship, he will finally attain complete understanding and become a teacher to gods, beasts, and humankind. The queen was overjoyed, but King Suddhodana, while rejoicing, was troubled. He could not help but think of how he might protect his son from hardship and danger, and how he might help him become the great man who would rule the world. One day, almost 10 months later, Queen Maya set out to give birth in the home of her parents. On the way, she passed a magnificent park near the town of Lumbini. There she and her attendants stopped to rest in a grove of ancient salo trees. Queen Maya wandered through the gardens until she stood beneath the largest and oldest tree in the grove. She reached up to touch the petals of an opened blossom.
White and golden, yellow lotus petals tumbled from the skies in a rain of flowers. The earth breathed forth delicate odors, jasmine, rose, and sandalwood. From the air itself came magically sounding a music of silvery bells and of high, clear voices singing in a language of delight. Her child was born. Sky walking devas appeared at the mother's side and washed the child in streams of heavenly dew. The baby Buddha took 7 steps, and at each step a lotus blossom sprang up to support his feet. Raising one hand up towards the heavens and pointing the other down to the earth, he fearlessly sounded the Buddha's lion's roar. Above the heavens, below the heavens, I am the only one. Queen Maya gathered her long-awaited child into her arms, and as she did, the infant lapsed from all signs of special consciousness of power. However, the queen had heard and seen. That day there could be no one happier than she. Unless it was the Buddha himself, though just a newborn child, he already looked on each deva, man, woman, child, animal, flower, tree, and stone with a parent's tender love. After many ages of sustained effort, he had at last come into life prepared to aid them all.
I'm Hassan, just to introduce myself, and this is called Wonderful and Marvelous.
We invite call and response, right?
That's right. Thank you for reminding me of this breathing. So this is something we're all going to do together. So the callback is the title, Wonderful and Marvelous. And we invite you to be as enthusiastic as you would like or are able when you invoke these words, these powerful words. And I'm just gonna read a list of things that are wonderful and marvelous. That mindful and fully aware, the Bodhisattva appeared in the Tusita heaven.
Wonderful and marvelous.
Mindful and fully aware, the Bodhisattva remained in the Tusita heaven.
Wonderful and marvelous.
Thank you. For the whole of his lifespan, the Bodhisattva remained in the Tusita heaven.
Wonderful and marvelous.
The Bodhisattva passed away from the Tusita heaven and ascended into his mother's womb.
Wonderful and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva passed away from the Tusita heaven and descended into his mother's womb, then a great and immeasurable light, surpassing the splendor of the gods, appeared in the world with its gods, its maras, and its brahmas, in this generation with its recluses and brahmins, with its princes and its people, and even those abysmal world interspaces of vacancy, gloom, and utter darkness, where the moon and the sun, mighty and powerful as they are, cannot make their light prevail, there too a great, immeasurable light
surpassing the splendor of the gods, appeared, and the beings born there perceived each other by that light.
Wonderful and marvelous.
Thank you. When the Bodhisattva had descended into his mother's womb, 4 young deities came to guard him at the quarters so that no humans or non-humans or anyone at all could harm the Bodhisattva or his mother. Wonderful
and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva had descended into his mother's womb, she became intrinsically virtuous, refraining from killing living beings, from taking what is not given, from misconduct and sensual pleasures, from false speech, from wines, liquors, and intoxicants, which are the basis of negligence.
Wonderful and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva had descended into his mother's womb, no kind of affliction arose in her. She was blissful and free from bodily fatigue. She saw the Bodhisattva within her womb with all his limbs, lacking no faculty. Wonderful and
marvelous.
7 days after the birth of the Bodhisattva, his mother died and reappeared in the Tusita heaven.
Wonderful and marvelous.
The Bodhisattva's mother gave birth after carrying him in her womb for exactly 10 months.
Wonderful and marvelous.
The Bodhisattva's mother gave birth to him standing up.
Wonderful and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother's womb, he did not touch the earth. The 4 young gods received him and set him before his mother, saying, "Rejoice, O queen! A son of great power has been born to you."
Wonderful and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother's womb, he came forth unsullied, unsmeared by water or humors or blood or any kind of impurity. Clean and unsullied. Suppose there was a gem placed on kasi cloth, and the gem would not smear the cloth or the cloth the gem, because of the purity of both.
Wonderful and marvelous.
As soon as the Bodhisattva was born, he stood firmly on his feet on the ground. Then he took 7 steps north, and with a white parasol held over him, he surveyed each quarter and uttered the words of the leader of the herd. "I am the highest in the world. I am the best in the world. I am the foremost in the world. This is my last birth. Now there is no renewal of being for me."
Wonderful and marvelous.
When the Bodhisattva came forth from his mother's womb, and a great immeasurable light surpassing the splendor of the gods appeared in the world, with its gods, its maras, its brahmas, in this generation with its recluses and brahmins, with its princes and its people, even in those abysmal world interspaces, vacancy, gloom, and utter darkness, where the moon and the sun, mighty and powerful as they are, cannot make their light prevail, there too a great, immeasurable light, surpassing the splendor of the gods, appeared, and the beings born there perceived each other by that light.
Wonderful and marvelous.
That being so, Ananda, remember this too as a wonderful and marvelous quality of the Tathagata. Tathagata, excuse me. Here, Ananda, for the Tathagata, feelings are known as they arise, and they are present as they disappear. Perceptions are known as they arise, and they are present as they disappear. Thoughts are known as they arise, and they are present as they disappear. Remember this too, Ananda, as a wonderful and marvelous quality of the Tathagata.
Wonderful and marvelous.
Thank you for participating.
would like to share with you a message from our Dharma master, Doan Tsunam. Doan Tsunam is a priest in Mexico City. And if you've ever met him, you know that he has a very deep spiritual practice that inspires all of us. So this is his message to us today. A joyous celebration of life today, in which we honor and express our gratitude to Buddha Shakyamuni, Siddhartha Gautama. How grateful we must be, having discovered a path, a practice towards liberation, clarity, wisdom, happiness, and peace. About 17 years ago, while traveling with Venerable Sununu in Korea, just weeks before Buddha's birthday, everywhere in South Korea, we could see and feel the preparations, adornments, and expectations for this celebration. We visited a temple in a little town in a countryside. There was a cloth with a sign, big. It had the saying, Buddha's birthday is every day. A pithy saying that requires our full commitment to practice in order to realize its meaning, not just come up with some learned stuff that can attempt to explain it. We could even say every moment is Buddha's birthday. Somehow we flow through life in a kind of dreamy state. Our mind so busy going after something, wanting, worrying, working after something, seeking outside, living in the future or in the past. We know this. Because we know this, we seek meditation practice, mindfulness practice during the day to help ourselves out of these pervasive habits. Single-mindedness, this practice of keenly paying attention to what we are doing, being at one with the situation as it arises, is what allows us to live in a virtual way, to truly give birth to each moment. Birth, aliveness, life. The first and foremost precept comes to mind, not to harm, but to cherish all life. And we learn. This first precept contains all other precepts. Certainly we can and must ponder our actions. What does cherishing all life mean to me? How do I practice this precept? How do I harm? And in which way do I preserve patterns of harm? But the very vital, dynamic, all-encompassing way of practicing every day this precept of cherishing all life involves an ever-growing awareness to embrace what arises as it arises, being all at one with it. It requires our constant, relentless effort, and actually a childlike eye that sees fresh without prejudices. With an empty mind, empty to fully absorb life. A ceaseless flow, emptiness, full birth, death, spontaneously cherishing all life. This baby Buddha in each of us is born through our unknowing mind. Unknowing mind is a splendid world of infantile brilliance. So we read in our Song of Meditation. Let's be immersed in this noble task of single-mindedness, cherishing life, giving birth to our Buddha within every day, trusting, giving ourselves into it, like a child, opening wide, with abandonment to life. Happy birthday to all beings. And now Jagua will offer us a message from Sancho.
So this is a message from Tsunam, who is one of our Korean ancestors in our Korean lineage. So this would have been written many years ago. To all you noble Buddhas currently living in prison, happy birthday. To all you austere Buddhas selling your smiles in taverns, happy birthday. To you countless Buddhas twinkling in the night sky, happy birthday. And happy birthday to all of you brightly smiling, beautiful Buddhas in the gardens. To all Buddhas who have become endlessly changing clouds as you drift across the sky. To all you Buddhas who are quietly biding your time as boulders, a very happy birthday to you too. And happy birthday to all you cute little Buddhas swimming in the water, to all you lively Buddhas soaring above the skies, to all you reverential Buddhas singing hymns in churches, and to all you handsome Buddhas chanting in temples. To all you Buddhas hoeing and plowing the fields and paddies, to all Buddhas sweating in the humming factories, to all you Buddhas working in dust and dirt, and to all you Buddhas quietly studying in classrooms, let me wish you all a very happy birthday. When I open my eyes, you are Buddha. When I close my eyes, you are Buddha. Every place in the universe is filled with Buddhas. Although we all have different guises and appearances, we're all manifestations of the same single Buddha. Everything is equal and everything is magnificent. So let's transcend our torments in this world of Buddhas and be happy. How marvelous that every single place is a site for liberation from suffering and ignorance. To all you Buddhas who, by wearing the gentle smile of compassion, deliver the Dharma in a sound even greater than thunder. To all you Buddhas who fill every corner of the universe, every day is a wonderful day, and every day is our birthday. So let's all eternally respect and congratulate one another.
And now I invite you to stand. If you could move this. All right, so you see what I just did. We have to be very careful of this cord. Yes, you can put it on. Yeah. So we are now we've reached the part of our service where we get to bathe the baby Buddha. So you remember the readings that we just had. It's like two streams of water coming down, one from each side. And you remember the Buddha standing there and saying, "This is my last birth," this baby Buddha here. So Jagwa and I will demonstrate in a moment how to bathe the baby Buddha. When we do this, we are going to do some special chanting. If we can get them locked up. Maybe give it to Jagwa. Thank you. And so Pashu, with her lovely, strong voice, will keep the chanting going as we do this practice. But let's practice it together. It goes like this. Sugam Vibhul, 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 Sugam. Okay, I think we've got it. So now we'll get the nocturne to Pashu. And Jagwa and I will demonstrate how to bathe the baby Buddha we're going to have two lines going. So the people on this side of the room will follow me, and we'll go with the inner row first, the mats touching the carpet. And then those in the outer row move toward the back and join the line. And so we walk around the room and back to our places. Okay? And so we'll guide you in this. If we see you getting lost, we'll tug you back into line. So we take a ladle, make bow, gather a little tea, and raise a baby Buddha from the top. And bow and hand your ladle to the next person. So let's begin our chanting.
Sugamani bol, 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 Sugamani bol.
Thank you for participating in our special service today. Happy birthday, all you Buddhas.
Happy birthday!
In a few moments, we will join the families in the backyard where cake and ice cream is being served. But we want to pause for just a few announcements before we do that. Buddha's birthday will continue throughout the day. We invite you to come back at 6:30 if you wish. And these lanterns that are above us, we're going to have a special lantern lighting service in which these will be lit. They're quite beautiful, and that's at 6:30 p.m. For those who wish to join virtually this evening, there's an 8 p.m. service. There are flyers outside, blue flyers that have our schedule for the summer. We invite you to take one of those with you. And I want to invite, if I could, Arena to come and talk a little bit about a special event that we are having on June the 5th. We have a special project to collect food for Ukraine.
Happy Buddha's birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday, Irina.
So you see my t-shirt, it says everything. And I'm very thankful and grateful to our Sangha to open hearts and offering help to Ukraine. And we will do it in a simple but very meaningful way. We will collect food for Ukraine. It will be a container, food container, and we ask everyone to contribute whatever they can, either by donating food or services, or monetary donation. Sorry, a bit emotional. And it will be a special event on June 5th. And it will be, we hope to paint container. We hope to celebrate Ukrainian culture. It will be, I'm looking forward to this. I hope you all can join. And so there are flyers at the lobby that you can holding them, please take them home and distribute. And I just want to say one thing that for me, as for many Ukrainians, since the war started in February, we live in two worlds. One is here and one is there. And it's difficult. It's difficult. But you know what the temple did for me personally, that I have a lot of things. It helped to unite these two worlds together. I know that I'm not alone in it. And it just means the world to me, Thank you so much.
If I could add just one thing on, so particularly of the members of the Sangha, we are definitely going to need a fair amount of help on June 5th and the time leading up to it. So if you're a person who's maybe interested in distributing flyers, we're going to have some smaller handbills printed out. So even just people to go around Ann Arbor downtown and just hand the flyers out. There's an email address on the bottom of the back of this flyer. It's help@A2 Food for Ukraine. If you're willing to help in a little bit more significant fashion, please just shoot us a mail and we will find something for you to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sabon. And you know, without Sabon's leadership, it wouldn't be possible.
Well, it's definitely a big project, and a lot of us have been working very hard. We really want to make sure that this is a genuine reflection of what this means to our Sangha, what's going on in the world.
So one little, I guess, housekeeping detail, maybe you could call it. If you wish to make monetary contributions, there's a QR code on the flyer. Please use that instead of the regular temple website. Or alternatively, you can give us cash and we will be happy to add it to the pot. So thank you so much, and let's all go enjoy some Buddha's birthday cake. We'll make 3 formal bows and then file out to do.
Ooh, I have one more announcement.
Yes.
If anyone loves camping and singing and would like to join us at our annual Peace Camp, we are looking for volunteers, particularly young adults or young people who want to work with children. If you want to hear more about it, talk to me.
Right. Great. 3 formal bows.